For every new product that I review, I write a script generally. And one of the last stages that I do with the script before I record to the camera like this is I try to sweep out all the hyperbole, which, hey, I am guilty of doing from time to time. I don't like it. And I try to be as honest with the viewer as possible. I also find that this hyperbole is quite rampant in the business. And I really want people to understand that some products are awesome and some are good and less awesome, right? Just depends on a lot of different factors. But when it comes to this new 24-60 lens, I do have to be honest with you that it was hard to remove some of the more aggrandizing adjectives. After I did all my barrage of tests and I looked at the results, I did kind of conclude that this thing is seriously awesome. So we're gonna go through all those tests and we're gonna discuss the results. But first, you know what's coming, the hit list. The new weather-resistant SE 24-60 features a 2.8 aperture constant throughout the zoom range. The lens may have shaved off 10 millimeters in focal length, but that translates to a 4 centimeter savings in length and nearly 400 grams lighter than the Lumix Pro 24-70 2.8. A new dual-phase linear motor and optical encoder enables high-speed, high-precision autofocus performance. 14 elements in 12 groups provides excellent optics in a compact form with suppressed focal breathing. The focus ring is fully customizable and the lens can be manually focused throughout an active zoom. Let's now dive into the details of the new Lumix 24-70 2.8. I tested this lens with the brand new Panasonic S1 II camera. If you're looking for that review, you will find a link to it in the description below. Let's start with some important facts before we move on, because the comparison is going to be made, as I just made, between this lens, the 24-60, and the Lumix Pro 24-70, which is a Leica certified lens. This one is not. I was able to see the MTF chart for this lens. Unfortunately, I can't share it with you because it's an internal document, but I was able to compare it to the 24-70 Lumix Pro lens, and the MTF charts are quite similar. Of course, the Lumix Pro still kind of jumps out ahead, but not by much. So it almost makes it look like this lens should almost be a pro lens based on its performance alone. So while we're on that subject, let's start with resolving power. At 2.8, there is some spherical aberrations deep in the corners as expected, but whoa, it's barely there. And it's not something I think you'd ever see in your images. And thanks to a bunch of great aspheric elements, chromatic aberration is also non-existent. Looking at the bokeh, it's very creamy with minimal onion rings, and there's really no spherical aberration overcorrection to be seen in the edges. Sharpening the image, we see there's no evidence really of coma, though perhaps some slight coma in the corners. Nothing you'd notice if that's even what I'm seeing here. To test the vignetting performance, I did leave vignetting compensation on with the camera because I'm assuming you're going to do that as well. So with that said, the most significant vignetting was found at 24 millimeters. There's a small amount at 60 and very little in the center of the range. Flare performance is good. There is no ghosting to be seen, and spot flares are minimal thanks to the more compact design and excellent coatings. As with most lenses, there are mechanical flares from mid-range to long, and it's not the best veiling flare performance I've ever seen in a zoom, but it's still very good. Due to time constraints, I wasn't able to test either the breathing or the distortion of this lens, but based on my anecdotal experience of using this lens for the last couple days, I'd say that it's probably very good. If you are a Panasonic full-frame shooter and you travel or you do a lot of video on a gimbal, then this lens is absolutely clutch. So overall, this is probably one of the most impressive zoom lenses I've seen or tested in quite a while. And I think it's gonna sell like hotcakes for Panasonic. And that is it for me. Thank you so much for your time. As always, please subscribe to this channel for more great videos like this and comment in the comment section down below because it helps the algorithm. For me, for now, I'm out. Peace.